welcome to my living room. Today's practice is for anyone that just needs just a little pick-me-up, maybe in the middle of your day, if you're feeling that you just need just to kind of shake things up a bit, if you're feeling tight, if you're feeling that you're holding on to a lot of tension or stress, just to kind of get into your body, kind of shake things up a bit. So we're going to begin by just actually sitting comfortably, just finding a seat, whatever's right for you. And you're going to sit up nice and tall. Just feel your ears kind of floating over your shoulders, shoulders floating over your hips. You can keep your hands on your lap. You might just kind of hold one hand in the other, just whatever feels really comfortable for you. But as you continue to sit up nice and tall, relaxing through the hips, feel your chin coming in slightly. Just close your eyes here or lower your gaze if you prefer. And we'll just take a moment just to make sure that we're feeling really relaxed in the body, letting go of any tension that we may be holding on to at this time, softening the muscles in the face, relaxing into the back molars, the shoulders just drop right down. Take a moment to draw your awareness into your breath, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And as you pay attention to your breath, you're going to start to lengthen it slightly, but also cultivate a rhythm or a cadence that we can maintain as we practice today. So we're going to count to 3 here as you inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. 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 Continue with this breathing. And you might find that you need to lengthen it out a bit more. Maybe that's a 4 count. You might even need to shorten it, just depending on what feels comfortable for you. But the key is to just take this opportunity to get out of your head and to just entirely focus on your breathing. As this breath continues, just allow your eyes to flutter open and begin to take yourself over onto your hands and your knees, finding a child's pose to begin. Take the knees wide, settling the hips back towards the heels, stretching your fingers forward, relax the forehead down towards the ground. If you need to place something underneath the forehead, that's fine, but try to establish that connection with the earth. Might feel good to let your head rock from side to side a few times. Feel the hips reaching back as the fingers stretch forward. Again, finding that breath. If you need to have that count going on in your head as you become better acquainted with that way of breathing, that's fine. And then just inhale, lift the head, and start to walk your hands over to the right. Really reach as far as you can with that left hand. You might even take the left hand on top of the right, and then lean the left hip back towards the left heel as your forehead drops down to the ground. Trying to focus on creating as much space into that left side rib cage as you can, getting into those intercostals, so those little spaces between each little rib. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Walk your hands as you exhale over to the left. Now reaching as far up with that right hand as you can, leaning into that right heel with the right hip. And if you find that you get settled and there's maybe a little bit more space, then just kind of creep the fingers over to the left a touch more. Again, really big breaths here, focusing on that space in the side body. Find an in-breath Exhale, coming back to center, rising up onto your hands and your knees, finding tabletop here. So starting off with the shoulders stacked over the wrists, the hips stacked over the knees, and just finding what feels comfortable for you. So for some of you, having your fingers pointing forward so the middle fingers are parallel is best. For some of us, it feels better in our wrists to turn the fingers out slightly, so it's more like the index fingers that are parallel to one another. So whatever feels best for you, and allows you to really kind of charge down a bit more authentically with the inner hand, so you're not dumping weight into the pinky edges. So start just to find a few circles here. These circles are as big or as small as you like. Sometimes it's helpful to bring the hands a bit closer to the body so you're not putting too much weight into the wrists if that's a sore spot for you. Start to move in the opposite direction. Again, really connect with your breath. That deeper rhythmic breath should still be going on. Good, bring it right back to center here. And just turning your right fingers towards you. So the wrist is pointing forward, left hand is gonna stay as is. And we're gonna come into cows and cats with our arms like this. So take an in-breath. Drop the belly down, open through the chest, spreading through the collarbones. As you exhale, round into the back, tuck the chin, the tailbone, feel the navel drawing inwards. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. Good. Just do that 2 more times. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, really draw the shoulders back. Open through that heart. Exhale. Come into a flat back here. If you need to give that right hand a little shake, that can sometimes be helpful. And then just taking that right hand normally onto the floor, fingers pointing forward, left hand now comes. So the wrist is pointing towards the top edge of your mat. Again, find those cows and cats. Inhale, belly drops down, open the chest, lift the tailbone. Exhale, rounding into this. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. Again, inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, pressing down, rounding into the upper back. 1 more time. Inhale to open. And exhale to round. As you come to a flat back, maybe give that left hand a little shake once again. Plant the palms, spread the fingers nice and wide, tuck the toes, come into downward facing dog. And you'll start just to bend the legs, bending 1 knee at a time as the opposite heel drops to the floor. Take a moment just to work out the kinks, twisting movements if that's helpful for you. Good. And then take an in-breath here, look forward, shift into a high plank. And then as you exhale, just press back. Again, inhale, take your time, wave your body forward. And exhale, press back. Do that 1 more time. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, press back. Start to walk your feet all the way up towards the top of your mat. Bring your feet hip distance. Think of pressing down into all 4 edges of both feet, your knees soft, and let the upper body dangle here. Take your hands to opposite elbow creases. Give the head a little shake, yes, no. Maybe wiggle the shoulders a bit. Maybe sway the upper body from side to side, all while paying attention to making contact between all 4 edges of both feet and the floor. Notice when that starts to slip. Maybe you start to focus on one foot more than the other. Or maybe bring a bit too much weight to the outer edges. Continue to look for that balance. Take your hands behind your back here, lace your fingers. Drawing your knuckles up and away from your back body. Wiggle your shoulders from side to side a few times. Just getting into the fronts of the shoulders and the chest. Start to bend into that right knee. The left leg stays straight. You're going to spin the belly and the chest open to the left. Pull the left hip back. Extend the crown of the head forward. Look up. Take a few really nice big breaths here. And looking down as you exhale. Switch so the left knee bends, straight knee a bit more into the right leg as you twist open to the right. Feel that right hip pull back. Extend the crown of the head away from you. The nice long neck here as the collarbone stay nice and broad. Big breaths here into that stretch. Take an in-breath, look down. Exhale, return to center. Let your hands come towards your low back and allow them just to fall all the way down to the ground. Bend into your knees, start to stack your spine. Your chin's gonna lift up less and then just take your arms up and overhead. Big in-breath here. Exhale, take your palms together in front of your heart. Finding Tadasana Mountain Pose. Start to root down into the legs, lift up through the heart, soften the shoulders. Again, the ears are just kind of floating above the shoulders. Find that breath. Take an in-breath, arms extend overhead. As you exhale, folding forward here, Uttanasana. Take an in-breath, lift halfway up. And then just step the right toes back. Lunge into the left knee, drop the right. Take an in-breath, send the chest forward. As you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale to a high plank. Exhale, drop your knees and your chest to the floor. Inhale, come up into just a little baby cobra here, pulling the mat back with the heels of the hands. And exhale, come right back into downward facing dog. Take one in breath and exhale. Looking forward, step that right foot all the way to the top of the mat, drop the left knee, take an in breath. As you exhale, step that left foot forward. Lift halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold back in. Inhale, come all the way up. Let your palms touch as you look up. As you exhale, fold forward right away. Inhale, lift halfway. Stepping the left toes back this time. Bend the right knee, inhale. Exhale, drop that back knee. Take an in breath here. Exhale, step back into downward dog. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, knees and chest lower. Take a cobra, big in breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one in breath and one out breath. Looking forward, step that left foot to the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, drop that back knee. Take an in breath here, send the chest forward. Exhale, step that right foot to the top of your mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, your hands come together in front of your heart. Take a moment, just notice your breathing here. Good, when you're ready, inhale, arms float up. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift, inhale. This time just stepping back into your high plank. Take an in breath. As you exhale, lower chaturanga. And as you inhale, coming into cobra or take upward facing dog. As you exhale, press the floor away from you, Adho Mukha. Find your hands, charge down into the palms, the inner hands especially. Feel the shoulders releasing from the ears, rooting down through the feet. Breathing in, find that space through the body. Exhale, settling into that sensation. After your last exhalation, rise up onto your toes, look forward, bend your knees, step or hop your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold back in. Root to rise here. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, your hands together in front of your heart center. Samasthiti. Good. So this time, bend your knees, taking Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise halfway. And then step back, high plank, inhale. Exhale to lower, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, step back, downward facing. Take in a breath, right foot up. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Stay up on the left toes. Inhale, arms come up. Take a moment here, rooting down through the legs, getting tall through the spine. Good. With your next exhalation, lower that left heel, open up into warrior two. Flip the right palm up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. As you exhale, come back up, reach forward. Take that right forearm on top of the thigh. Take that left arm and just reach up and over the head. Big circle here as the fingers come down to the ground, to the back of the mat. Open the chest, another big circle. Good. Again, big circle. Keep rooting down into the feet, trying to collapse into that bottom arm. One more big circle. And you're going to circle that left hand all the way down to the floor. Pop up onto the left toes. Inhale the right arm up. And as you exhale, just lower that back knee. Reach the right arm back. Take a moment here, holding that right hip back in space. Good. Pick up that back knee. Float that right hand all the way up and over. Take a high plank. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Inhale, open up. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Stepping that left foot to the top of the mat. Stay on the ball of the right foot. Come up into crescent. Inhale. Relax the shoulders. Finding that strength through the lower half of the body. That lightness through the upper body. Take an in breath. As you exhale, open up into warrior two. Left palm flips up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, come all the way back up, reaching forward. Left forearm on top of that left thigh. Circle that right arm up as you inhale. Exhale. Circle all the way down and back. Inhale, coming up. Exhale down. Two more times. Big movements here. Connect with your breath. Really try to get into that right shoulder. And then the next time you circle, taking that right hand all the way down to the floor, pop up onto the right toes, float that left arm up, inhale, and then drop that back knee, circling that left knee to the, or that left leg, left arm to the back of the mat. Take a moment here. Look forward, inhale, exhale, circle that left hand all the way forward. Good, step back into a high plank, inhale. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one in breath here. Exhale, drop the knees. Good. Come all the way onto your bum. Taking Sukhasana here. So crossing the right shin in front of the left. If you feel like you're a bit more open today, then taking that right shin, stacking it on top of the left. Finding a bit of dorsiflexion through the heels. Only doing this if this feels okay for you. Good, you're gonna take that left hand down to the ground. Inhale, the right arm comes up and over. Good, lots of space here again into the side body. Really rooting down into that left sit bone. Maybe open the shoulder up a bit more, maybe look up. Good, take an in breath here, look down, placing that right hand down onto the floor, and just reaching both fingers off to the left. Start to walk the fingers all the way back to center. You might stay upright a bit. You might find it feels good to fold a bit more deeply. Knowing that any pain that starts to arrive in the knees or the hips or anywhere in the body for that matter, seeing what you can do to back off. Continue to really lengthen that breath. We're taking this opportunity to just get out of our heads, to be in our bodies. So let go. Take an in breath here. Exhale, come all the way back up. Switching your legs. Same thing here, either placing that left shin in front of the right or stacking the calves, gently pressing through the feet here. Taking that right hand to your side, left arm comes up and over on your in-breath. Good. Keeping that rooted sit bone. Puffing into the left side body, maybe open up a bit more, feeling that shoulder Drawing back, that armpit lifting up. Inhale. As you exhale, taking the left hand all the way down to the ground. Just kind of reaching here through your fingers. Again, rooting into that left sit bone. Staying with your breath. Begin to walk your fingers all the way forward here. Good. Staying upright or settling in, touch more, whatever feels right for you. Again, checking in for tension as it starts to get sneaky and accumulate in those areas like the jaw, the shoulders, the belly. Keep reminding yourself to soften. We'll take one more in breath. As you exhale, rise all the way back up. Good. Take a moment just to lean back onto your hands here. Bring your feet about mat distance or a little bit wider than hip distance. And just allow the knees to drop from one side and then over to the next. Just do that a few times. Good. And then just come into a seat where you feel comfortable, whether it's cross-legged, whether you need to sit your bum up on something just to feel a bit more lifted through the low back, whether it's on your knees or if you even have a seat nearby, you prefer to sit in your chair. We're just going to take a moment here to just, again, get back into our breath. So taking your hands onto your lap, or taking your hands one palm inside the other. As you sit up tall, rooting through the sits bones, lengthening into the crown of the head. Let the head get nice and soft. Maybe kind of bobble it around until you find a place where it feels like it's kind of floating effortlessly. Soften the shoulders down, relax the belly. And either lower your gaze or close the eyes. Soften into the jaw. See if you can just relax the belly, kind of let it hang out a bit here. We're just going to take this opportunity to simply focus on, again, drawing out that breath and finding that rhythm. So if it's helpful to find that count, find that count. Otherwise, just breathing in a way that feels intuitive and just rhythmic to you. Feel that breath traveling down all the way way down your body towards your lower belly, feeling the belly expanding, feeling the ribs opening up, the collarbones spreading. As you breathe out, feel everything in your body just releasing, everything just softening towards your center. Whatever thoughts that were going on before this practice, you have plenty of time to return to them. Continue to use this opportunity right now just to be present in your body. Appreciating each moment as it comes and goes. If you have more time to stay here or to even come onto your back and maybe take a few moments in Shavasana, I recommend taking all the time that you have to just focus on you, focus on letting go. If you need to get back into your day, however, when you're ready, open your eyes, bring your palms together in front of your heart center. The light in me honors the light in you.